Nathaniel reply. Here we go. Ask away. Me. Can you stop messaging me? Question mark. Reply. Can you register? And then he responded, I asked the questions.
If you're going to go to a conference and come out of it changed, if that's your motive to go into it, it'll work 100% of the time.
Oh yeah, we got the hint on your son's name before the episode. Yeah. Did you guys make a decision yet? No, not that son.
And his name is not Judas.
Oh, sorry, Judith. Sorry.
This is almost.
It's not Jude. It's not a girl.
It's not Judith. It's Jude.
Can you guys pick easier names, please?
It's literally Judah. It's
Yeah,
in the
okay.
Bible.
Well, you understand how I
It
got
literally
confused.
starts with the same letter as your first name.
Yeah, then everything else is different. So it's not the same.
Did you guys end up making the decision on the name?
Yeah, Jaxon.
Okay.
We're still stuck on the middle name though.
No,
Jack.
sorry, that's what I meant. The middle name.
No.
Oh, no. There's
Haven't
some
figured that
front
out yet.
runners. It's definitely not Ray.
Come on, it works. JR.
What about
What about-
President Netanyahu?
What?
The Israel. Because that's what they call me, Netanyahu. That's what my brother-in-law calls me. He calls me Netanyahu.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that should be a good middle name. But Netanyahu, not Nathaniel.
Can I get the middle name?
It'll cost you.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
Well, scissors, paper, rock. If I win,
Maybe make the middle name
rock on Sunday.
Jackson.
Yeah.
No, it
First
wasn't
name
me.
Mrs.
It was Joel.
Was it
I
Joel?
made Joel play for me.
Oh yeah, I was. Joel was playing for
Miss.
Jacqui.
Should be
I go
Miss.
great, no
Sorry.
worries.
And people are
Beat
like,
her.
are you for real?
She goes,
You're
no,
like,
no,
yes,
it's gonna be best
actually.
2 out of 3.
Have I meant
Okay,
to
fine.
make it that?
Beat her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She goes,
Works.
no, let's do
I'm
do
all
3.
for it.
Guys, Joseph's just
Beat her.
abusing me because I
First
just...
time every time. Yeah. Anyway,
Like, I'm not beating any of that else.
We just had a great name idea anyway.
What
Yeah.
was the name I did?
That you make Jackson the middle name and Miss the first name.
And then like, sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
we're gonna have to bleep all
Never
this out.
meant
Far
to
out. I
make
thought that was
it
the
what
song.
it is.
'Cause no one knows the
apologize
name.
a trillion
I don't know.
times.
I don't know that. I don't know, Miss.
But we're giving you ideas.
No.
Why are we bleeping it out?
Because they
No
haven't
one
told
knows.
people the name yet
No, we
of the
haven't.
No,
kid.
we've been telling
Oh,
them
you
names.
have.
Since
Oh,
then,
okay.
yeah, we have.
Oh, all right.
Just
we're
bleep
good
you
then.
out.
Okay, well,
Oh, no bleeping.
What doesn't
I
Jeremy know
thought we
Miss
weren't
Jackson?
going to tell the name, and then Jeremy just started telling people the name, so I just figured, okay.
What's
let's
with
tell
the
them.
whole let's not tell people the name? So what if people know?
I don't know. But we just had never had the conversation like, okay, we're going to tell the name.
It was
Yeah,
just.
fair enough.
But then, like, it'd be, oh, I told Kimmy the name, and then it'd be like, oh yeah, I told Stat, or like, we'd just. Both
I
go-
said it on a
we'd both go to
podcast.
s- yeah,
And then it was like, well,
and then I was like,
might
all
as
right.
well.
Now anyone that asks, I'm like, yeah, I got the name, Jackson. I'm like,
But it's funny when people ask like, oh, do you have the name? Oh, but you don't have to tell me.
I don't
Then
understand.
don't ask. How about you don't ask? That'd be
And then I'll
great.
be like, oh, no, I can tell you. I don't mind.
So did you get Jackson from like the Jackson 5?
Did you get Jackson from every time I call you Flaxon Jackson?
You'll be Jackson.
Stu.
That's very
Sorry,
true.
Jackson.
That's actually very good. That's very
I'll
good.
pay it. That's good.
That's
so
good,
smart,
Goose.
yeah.
Well done.
What does that get? It's the classic pat on the back.
Oh,
No,
well
well,
done.
yeah, everyone calls me Jackson, and then
Pregnant Jackson.
pregnant Jackson.
Jackson, Flaxon, Waxon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nice.
Mm. So yeah, that's how we got the name. But it's Jaxon, just to be different.
Because YSLA wasn't
Just
enough.
when I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
there was
yeah.
a name I could pronounce.
You're not spelling it.
Yeah, but the X.
Goose is gonna see it, and he's gonna buckle so hard just because of the X.
Yeah, yeah.
Pick easy name.
What's an easy name?
What's
Jack?
what's an easy name?
Jack.
Okay, you can call the kid Jack because
I might have to.
That'll probably be his like nickname.
Just don't call it Judith.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Poor Judah.
honestly, poor Judah.
He's a cute kid, man.
He is.
Okay, the photo you put up of him the other day,
His
was wearing the
little
beanie. Why does he look 13 years old?
Bro, he looks so great. He's
When he
like-
wears a hat, he just looks very old.
he
does.
looks like a little boy.
He and I hung out at church last week when
Yeah.
she came for a meeting. I was like, this kid is a cute one, bro.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's just a little salamabo, you know? He's just the OG.
Oh,
I'm talking Filipino to Jacqui.
yeah, get my dad in here.
Okay, yeah, no, that's wild.
I
That's
talk
wild.
more Filipino than all of you.
Kuya. Salamabo.
I hate
I
the word
can't.
kuya. I hate it.
What does it mean?
Brother.
Older brother.
Older brother.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Goose is so lost. We're talking English before, and now we're in another language.
But they can't even get
Like,
Jaxon
bro, what are
right.
we gonna
They
do?
can't even go the language.
You guys need to simplify it.
Can't even get. I was gonna say Judah because of you, Judah.
Get your son's name right. What's wrong with you?
100% get it right.
Classic.
Goosey.
Yadele.
And then there's going to be the fourth kid, right?
We'll see.
So it's not so for sure, is it?
No, it's not. I said to Jeremy, if this kid was a girl, like, I'm happy.
You want two
You're
girls?
happy.
Happy either way.
Of course, I'm happy.
It's a children are a heritage from the Lord. What do you mean you're not
Amen.
happy?
Heritage
No, I
is
am
spelled
happy.
3.
Heritage is spelled THRW.
3, not 4.
Nathaniel.
Yeah,
I hate when you ask parents, what do you want? Oh, as long as they're healthy. That wasn't the question.
yeah, 100%.
Boy or girl? As long as they're healthy.
It's
No.
like
I'll
when you
straight
ask-
up tell you. Is
I
what you
wanted
want?
a
I
girl.
wanted a
It's
girl.
like when you
We
say,
wanted a
"Who's your
girl.
favorite?" Oh, I don't have favorites. That's a bold-faced lie. Tell me your favorite.
I don't. But
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite. Jeremy has a favorite.
It's Isla, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Isla for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Has to be.
I don't
do-
have
you
a
have a
favorite.
favorite for sure.
I don't.
You have to.
Nah, I don't.
Everyone
Is that
has a
because the
favorite.
third one's your favorite? you wait for the third one to come out to be your
The
favorite?
fourth one's my favorite.
Everyone has a favorite. If your parents tell you that they don't have favorites, they're lying to your face.
Even the
Yeah,
kids
fair.
know who the favorite is.
Yeah, 100%. I'm dad's, he's mum's.
Really?
Yeah,
None of the girls got it.
nah. They're, what do you call it? Too much drama for my parents, bro. My parents are simple people. They just want life to be simple
Yeah.
and drama free.
Right.
Yeah, your life was far from drama free, but she gave you her
Jason
kidney.
does not fit that
She,
criteria.
she gave you a kidney, so you have to be the favorite.
Usually when they say they don't have favorites because they say, oh, we love them all the same. But my dad's, I hate you all the same. So I believe
fair.
him. Yeah, yeah.
Still equal.
yeah.
Still equal.
Are you your mum's favorite,
Nah.
Joanne?
Yeah.
It's because she's successful.
It's it's true. No, it's true.
That's successful. That's a
No, no,
positive.
and she
that's
gave
great, but
your
she,
mum
like,
grandkids.
she's got
And she gave my grandkids.
grandkids.
Yeah.
She's got a husband. She's
Well, I don't
very
think
good in
Stan
the
has the
career.
facilities
You know
for
And
what?
I don't have the facilities to be a husband either, so to get a husband actually. So
She
that's
is
why.
married to Ellie. That makes it very hard to compete.
Yeah, and Ellie's the best
He's
of
just
all
a
time.
man,
He's
yeah.
just he's the best.
Shout out.
Yeah, the loose. I full love him, but
Yeah, he's a man.
yeah, we'll just stop right there on the topic of me. But anyway, that's all good. I was about to say something that had to get super cut, so we're not going to go down that road. So.
Well done, Stat.
Ah,
You're like learning and all that.
I don't want to. I don't want to learn, mate. I just want to say things and let it just play on the internet. It doesn't matter. Cut and bleep and who cares, mate? If we look back in 15 years and we're like, oh, remember we did this and we laugh. And we just watch it and be like,
But
good
then
times.
we get in a lot of trouble. Hey.
Now we get in a lot of trouble. In 15 years, we laugh at what we did.
Oh, yes.
Short-term pain, long-term gain. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you should have like Patreon or whatever where they pay, and then they get the full
You keep
episode.
suggesting this.
Yeah,
No one
why don't
watches
you
it
have
for free.
Patreon?
They're going to
No
watch
one's
it
gonna
for payment.
subscribe.
Jacqui
If
would
someone
subscribe.
pays to watch us,
They're very grateful, Stat.
they're wild. They're ridiculous. No, they're not. Yeah, all right, sure, but because we're getting money, but that's ridiculous. People don't watch us for free. Why do they pay?
To support you.
Trust me, they don't. Mate, if it's for free, they don't support you. You can put money.
That's honestly, that's a fair shout. They don't
I would
support
pay
it
but
when it's
never
free.
watch.
They keep telling us to shut it down.
Who does?
Me. Me.
I have to treat this guy like a little kid. Do you understand that? Every time I get a piece of good news about League Chat, I write it down and I space it out to when I'm going to tell him about it so that I can give him a little bit of an ego boost so he can be like, oh yeah, I still want to keep doing this.
But by doing this, just league chat. Oh, we laugh till someone kills themselves. Oh, we gotta cut it out too.
That one's fine. Why is that one not funny?
That's what's
That's
fantastic.
not funny.
It's very. You laugh. No, you give me this bill not funny. You sit there laughing for an hour and a half.
That might
Daddy.
trigger someone.
Yeah, but that's funny because we're ha. It depends who's not ha-haing at home, but that's besides the point. Yeah, that's each to their own.
Speaking of death, you guys have to watch the new Mr. Beast video.
What is it?
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Did you watch it?
You know what? That's the
Nah,
first.
bro.
It's
Is this
the
the guy
first.
that gives away all that money?
I was going to say, I don't
No,
trust
this
anyone
guy's a
that gives away
champion. I
money.
like this guy.
Man, I don't like Mr. Beast, and I don't watch any of his stuff ever. This was the first video I like skimmed through, and it was pretty.
So
intense.
he put a guy in a house that had a gym and everything, and he gave him a year. He said, if you lose, was it 100 pounds? 100 pounds in a year, I'll give you 250K.
I've seen like a trailer for
It
that.
was like 200 days.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, I think it was like
Yeah,
100
he finished.
Ah, he finished at 200.
He finished early,
Yeah.
but like it's a 40-minute video, and throughout this video, like there's this thing that happens, and it broke my heart. I was like, this haram, this poor kid. Yeah, it was very good.
No, I have to
Very good.
watch it.
Oh,
You can, yeah, like skim through it because it's a long watch.
No, it's good watch, but
40 minutes.
Yeah.
It went by quick.
I watch his stuff like
Give me
TV
a
episodes.
timestamp.
Yeah, I like watching.
Straight out.
Yeah,
I watched some video of him doing an interview that his personal name, he actually has like zero money.
because he reinvests everything back
Yeah,
into the
he
company.
like everything
the guy's
he
psychotic.
makes, he gets like invests in his business. But him personally, he's got like hardly anything.
Oh, there you go.
He's a big
It's all in the business
philanthropist
and,
type
like-
of guy.
And that,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
But I just saw people talking about this video and I'm like, man, what's so good about it? And then next thing you know, I was like watching it. I'm like, oh, this is actually.
Yeah, he's very good.
I'll never watch another one ever.
You know the guy was Lebo?
Check.
Who?
The guy losing the weight?
The contestant?
Yeah.
I would love
Yeah,
to be a
big Lebo.
contestant on one of his things.
100%.
Oh, yeah, but the.
Did you watch his
Big
Amazon
Dawson.
series?
I think we wanted to, but we never got.
You guys would love it. It's very good.
The game show one where he
Oh,
does
base games.
yeah,
it's very good.
You should watch it.
Yeah, add it to your list.
Mm.
What shows are you watching at the moment?
We're watching The Rookie.
What's that?
Mm.
It's about the LAPD. It's like follows the rookies or whatever, but we made the mistake of watching season 5 before season 1. Don't do that.
How do you do that?
Okay,
How do
my
you
logic
start
was
late?
if I don't like the show, at least I'm up to date when it ends.
And I had no idea. So anyway, we're watching, and then one night Jen's
Then
like,
I
"Oh,
end
go
up
put
liking
go
the
put the
show."
rookie on." So I went to Netflix, and I'm like, "Why are we watching season 5?" She's like, "Yeah, I started at season 5." I'm like, "Why?"
Now
She's
we're
like, "Well, I
watching
want to see
it
it."
from
So then we
season
went
1.
to season 1, and then what happens in season 1, because we know what happens in season 5, I was very upset. I said, "Never again am I starting a TV show from season 5. I need to watch it from the beginning."
I would never do that.
That is top 73 absurd things I've heard in life. 73. I've made that very
Because I
clear.
wasn't sure if I was going to like the show.
So you watch the first episode to find out.
Or you watch the trailer.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Baby brain.
Other than that,
But it's a
being-
good TV show.
Baby
I like
brain.
You can't blame the
Give
kid
me
on
that
that.
crap.
You can't blame the kid on that. Goose, go.
Other than that being the dumbest thing I've ever heard, the other dumbest thing I've ever heard
Coming from him, that's huge.
is Joe saying, "I know what you mean." Why do you know what she means?
Oh, by that I mean the spoiler that she had from season 5 when they went back.
You have no
Yeah.
mic on you, champ.
I know, but still, you can kind of hear me. I can hear myself.
Joseph knows what's up.
It's a good show.
This is a good show. Kind of funny. LAPD, like,
But what? Okay, but why would you, knowing what happens in season 5, why would you go back from season 1 and just watch the first 4 seasons?
no, but like, the episodes like aren't kind of linked, but the characters are. If that makes sense.
The characters' stories.
It's not
The
a
character
linear
story-
storyline.
Yeah, it's not like
It's like Seinfeld.
it's kind of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right?
Nah,
Every
that's
episode-
got a through
a
line.
little tiny little bit, but
Yeah,
every
but you-
episode's kind of like a different.
It's not like
problem.
Seinfeld, but nothing means
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Never watched Seinfeld, so I don't know.
What?
I think it's very common knowledge.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
I've watched.
I've never finished
I've watched
Seinfeld.
one episode of Seinfeld in my life,
Okay, you go
and
watch
that was
Seinfeld.
the wedding one when George Costanza's wife dies from licking
How many
the envelope too
seasons?
much. It's the only episode I've watched, and I thought
I'm
it was a
watching
good
season
episode.
9.
Honestly, it's the best season too. Yeah, watch season 9.
Okay.
That you can start from season 9 and then work your way back if you have to. But to be fair, I haven't even finished Seinfeld. I'm up to season 7, episode 16.
My
But the last time I watched it was 2014.
My
so
favorite
don't
fun
mind.
fact about
Wow.
you is that you've never finished Everybody Loves Raymond
Nah, never finished it.
because he doesn't want the show to end.
I don't want the show to end.
He loves the show that much. He
I
doesn't
love it
want
that
it
much.
to end.
I haven't seen the last 2 episodes and I'll never watch it.
How many seasons is that
I think
show?
you should do it.
9.
You guys should do
Wow.
a challenge, and Stats challenge. He has to watch the last 2 episodes.
How do you rewatch
Tied
it if
to
you
a
haven't
chair.
finished it?
He watches everything else. He just doesn't watch the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, what do you mean? That's a silly question.
No,
It's not like it's a 3-episode show and I don't watch the last 2 episodes.
No, but like, how do you rewatch it without knowing how it ends?
He hasn't rewatched it.
He has rewatched it.
Oh, he has rewatched it.
No, I haven't. I've only seen
Oh,
it the
yeah.
one
That's
time.
what, that was my point. How do you
Oh.
rewatch it?
I'm
if you
saying
haven't
if
finished it?
I want to watch an episode now, which I never will, but if I wanted to,
You would just watch it.
I'll just watch a random
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
But I'll never watch the last 2.
It's a funny show.
I usually
That's why, because it's such a good show. Hey,
I said I'm usually missing the first episode of TV.
Because I always start
Jacqui
a
will
show.
start it. I'll be working. I'll come in.
No,
What are you watching? She's like, oh, she'll give me the background. I'm like, oh, join from episode
That's
2.
his own
And
problem.
like fall in love with
So
it.
do you guys not decide like, okay, we're gonna watch this show together?
No.
No, we
It's
have.
usually I've picked a show and then he's just come along and
Although
then likes
sometimes
the
we have
show.
like a show we watch together. And then she might have a show she watches by herself.
And so
And
you
then-
watch half of the show she watches by
Then
herself.
I kind of watch half the show she watches by herself. And then
so I got a question for you.
That'd give me
So
anxiety.
so like for example, growing up, my mum would watch like Turkish shows,
Yeah.
and so sometimes we'd go up and we like watch those Turkish shows.
Musalsals, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, like they call it like the term for in Arabic is musalsal, like it's just
Yeah.
a series.
Mm.
At home, do you guys watch like Filipino shows?
no Korean though. I'm a sucker for a Korean TV show.
Okay, hold off, weirdo. Let's give me a sec.
That's not that weird. Netflix is all of Korean.
I was
shows.
I was
laughing.
He's got a point.
what would you say?
All of
this
Netflix
guy-
is Korean shows.
In fact, some great movies are Korean. Parasite, brilliant.
he's not wrong. That is a great
Godzilla.
show.
No, that's
Oh,
is that Korean?
Godzilla. No, that's
that's
Japanese.
Japanese.
Habiba.
Japanese. That was very racist, bro. You're
Godzilla.
married to a Filipino. You can't tell the differences.
No.
Did you really say Godzilla's Korean? Are you insane?
Same, bro.
Nathaniel was making a joke.
Oh, well, I was being serious.
Yeah, why would they watch Filipino shows? I was trying to be funny. Like Salamabo and Koya. And
Hang
like,
on,
do you-
why
do
wouldn't
you-
they?
But now I'm going to ask you, do you,
We
Jacqui?
watch Lebanese shows.
No, that's what he was asking. He was genuinely asking, and they
I was
don't.
genuinely asking, and then, yeah, it became...
Like
A
growing
joke.
up, I did, but
Yeah, growing up, as in your household now.
no. But we do watch Korean.
Okay.
Did you grow up with a Filipino accent?
No.
We often laugh about that. Like, imagine Jacqui had a thick Filo accent and I brought her
And
home
then I'll put it
to
on.
my family.
Oh,
Can you imagine that at the
do it.
dinner table?
I'm
Jacqui, do it,
doing
do it.
that.
No, do
I
it.
can imagine Jacqui first walking into your house with like a karaoke machine.
Jacqui, do the accent.
I'm not doing that.
No,
the
Jax, you have to. You
No.
have to.
It's for the people.
Pretend
Do it for
like-
the people.
I've just brought you to my house for the first time
That's
you're-
so embarrassing.
and you're meeting my
Why?
parents.
It's
no.
just us.
You're
What if
meeting
you
his
have
parents.
fellow viewers? They might
They
get
will love
offended.
it. They will
They'll
love
be like,
it.
oh, apelo Filipino. That's what they'll say.
Pretend you're in a course in Milan.
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 Are you
It's
dumb?
all the same.
Milan.
Milan.
it's all
Yeah,
right.
Italy. Yeah,
No. Milan.
Milan.
yeah. Ugh,
Nah, I can't skip.
Manila.
Miller. That's Liverpool.
I can just full picture you about walking with a karaoke machine. Like, oh, salama.
And you wonder why we haven't
Yeah.
asked you to come back on the show. You won't do the bits we ask you to do.
Nah, that's embarrassing. I'll do it after the show.
Oh, that's
Subscribe to
whole-
our
This whole
Patreon.
thing's embarrassing.
Have a chat after dark.
She's the first person outside of me that's done that. Subscribe to our Patreon.
You know what's
That's very
funny
cool.
is that if we did have a Patreon, she actually would subscribe.
I know.
No,
I
100% she would.
Can your
100%.
Patreon go into minus?
Into what?
I'm minus.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you said.
I heard.
I heard something
all right.
else.
All right.
Mike, how did you guys understand that?
Okay.
where
Because
is
you
that
mumble
mic
a
being
lot,
projected
sir.
to? Not anywhere here. Just because you
Where
talk
are
into the mic
headphones,
or you
champ?
talk here, it makes no difference.
We have headphones?
No, we got rid of them.
Oh.
They're all trash.
Goose is wearing it.
Like, we have headphones?
Maybe
I
take
was
your
talking
beanie
in the
off your
mic. How
ears.
could you not hear me?
Hang on. How does this affect me talking?
He's right. He's right. That's the part. We're the problem.
Yes.
So can Patreon go into minus?
No.
No,
Don't
we
even
can't.
worry about it anymore.
No, I'm answering your question.
Yes.
And I'm worried about it.
Like,
now.
can people take money off you guys if they don't like it? That was the whole joke.
It's like they subscribe and then just cancel.
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't matter anymore.
I miss the days when people would only abuse us online. Now they abuse us face to face.
But like, we've only been infused face to face.
Yeah, I know.
They've
but,
gotten
like,
braver.
I prefer the comment
Mate.
online because then I don't have to face them.
Do you get abuse online?
We did for a couple of episodes ago. Yeah,
Crazy.
we spoke about what was it? Fake Christianity and like how people try to be cool, and the comments went off.
Yeah, that's fair. The footy one's pretty chill. We're all like one mind.
Mm.
Like one guy actually.
They
one guy
all hate the
commented-
NRL together.
Yeah, so it's beautiful. So it's a beautiful community to be part of. Like they haven't attacked my looks yet. So
Has
we're
anyone
alright.
attacked me yet?
You?
No,
No.
no.
Damn.
I would have sent it to you.
Oh, means I'm not doing. I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to get attacked?
Well, that's how you know you're doing something right.
yeah. You need controversy.
Need
Sure.
me shaken.
Fair enough.
Although one of the
Yeah.
guys from Queensland thought I was Goose. When I was up,
Yes.
when I was
Yeah.
in Queensland for the
Yes.
funeral, he's like, "Bro," he goes, "I love your podcast.
No
He goes,
way.
that you do with Ray and Stat." He goes, you guys come with the best. I'm like, I've only done one episode. He goes, no. He goes, you're on every week. I go, oops. I go, definitely not me. He goes, are you sure? I go, nah.
Like, I understand we're the same weight class and all, but like, you know, you can't be comparing me like that.
I go, definitely not me. He goes, yeah, it's you. You brought those things to that. I go, nah, bro. I go, that was Goose, not
No
me.
way. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
full thought it was me.
Some guy at church said, thank you for your sermon this morning. It was a blessing. I'm like, I didn't
And
preach this
what
morning.
did you say
No
back?
I said,
way.
thank
What
you.
did you say back?
They said, praise God.
And then I'm like, hang on. No, I didn't preach this morning.
I love how you have to say, hang on.
Goose is so
Yeah.
deprived
No,
from
not to them,
compliments.
just to myself.
He takes them where he can get them, bro.
Bro.
Oh, poor Goose.
I wasn't thinking. I just said, yeah, thanks. And then I'm like, hang on. No, I didn't preach. He's not talking about me.
I love that you had to think about that. Oh, that's
Crazy.
funny. We love
But you
Goose.
said, no, you didn't. I tried to segue and
Well, hey, we get
What
mistaken
was
all
I-
the
what
time.
did I say?
You too.
No, because you're talking about how you were in Queensland.
Yes.
You were talking about the funeral.
Yes.
And the thought that came to me when I was trying to segue is that we're going to Queensland for a conference.
Oh, yes.
And so I was trying to segue the topic in. And although it's very
I can't wait for that.
That was very
conference.
beautiful.
But I
That was
try.
very
But
good.
I was trying to
I
like,
appreciate you trying.
yeah, see, that's why I only try.
You don't
Oh, actually,
succeed.
very
You
good.
just
yeah,
try.
yeah, I just try.
We're all going to. Joseph, are you going to the conference?
Why, you loser?
Couldn't get work on.
Couldn't get work.
That used to be my excuse, but I
Couldn't
still
get
went.
work off.
Wow.
I
That's
would go
because
to
you
the
would work up there.
But it doesn't
you're
count
right.
that you have to work up there. It doesn't.
I would go to the conference in the morning, go for the afternoon session, race to the office down half an hour away, work till 5, race back in peak hour traffic to do the night service.
You know what that is? That's annual leave.
This time I have annual leave. This time I actually have annual leave. Before, but my excuse was, I was like, oh, I don't have to take my annual leave because I'm working. But this time I'm like, no, I need to take annual
Bro, I love this trip, eh? It's such a good laugh.
leave. It is pretty good.
Before we get into it, but I just want to say I'm really upset that this leave got approved, but the leave to Japan got rejected because we were about to go to Japan and we couldn't. I'm really upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were, but that's okay.
No. Anyway, let's go into the let's go to the topic now.
This looks like it really got into a serious moment.
I was really,
You're
I was really
about to
upset.
lose.
We were going to go to Japan.
We
and
were
it-
going to
and
go to
it-
Japan.
We had to organise Japan. The three
We
of us.
had.
It was the two of them, and then Jackie's like, "Oh, you want to come?" I'm like, "Oh yes, I'll let my boy. I'll be there."
We planned.
That is when you politely say no, thank you.
we
Nah, I'm like,
planned
"Nah, stuff it. I'm going with the
a
cousins. I don't
Japan-
care."
a
We were going to
Japan
go for a
baby
week, but
For a
then
week?
I couldn't get off work because there were
But
too many
then
other
also,
people away.
we went away for the weekend for my birthday.
Yeah.
And we were walking around the city, and I said, thank God your leave didn't get approved because I'm walking so slow that I'm getting annoyed at myself. Like, can you imagine if we were in Japan
Get a
walking
wheelchair.
around?
What does that say?
Get a wheelchair.
What does that say?
Very nice.
I said to Jeremy, you probably would be so annoyed with me because I'm annoyed with myself.
Goose is very upset. He wasn't invited to Japan.
Let's do a Japan
I
trip.
was meant to
I'm
go.
ready. Let's go.
Trip.
I'm ready to go anywhere at this point.
Same. I mean,
Honestly,
like,
I might go to New Zealand
Not
next
right
year.
now.
I don't know.
Not right now.
New
Not
Zealand's
right.
pretty nice.
I want to go do hiking and all that stuff.
Do Queenstown.
Yeah.
Queenstown, New Zealand, very good.
Yeah.
Did you hike there?
No, I didn't hike there. I busted it there.
Jeremy's
Jeremy doesn't
not a
hike
Does it look
anymore.
like I do a hike? The last
Jeremy
time I did a
doesn't do a
hike.
hike anymore.
Listen, the last time I did a hike, I almost died.
Was in Japan when we
That the
did it?
video?
No, that was for the epic outing that we decided we wanted to
That was a
do.
bushwalk.
It was a no, it was a hike, bro.
It was a bushwalk.
Guys, it was a
It was a hike,
bushwalk.
We're
brother.
putting the video up.
All right, we'll put the video up. But let me tell you, my heart rate,
Thanks for the approval.
189 beats per minute.
How
I was
recent was
close.
it?
you-
189.
189.
Did you have like 189 leans per minute as well?
Yeah, I had that too. But like, my watch was telling me like you're having a heart
Stop
attack.
exercising.
That was the that was the problem. It was a flat surface, but because of his
Yeah.
lane, it was an
Yeah,
incline.
yeah.
It was
That's, you know, that's very good. That's the first good joke you've made in 5 years on this.
Don't tease my husband.
Sorry, I don't think he heard it. Do you want me to repeat it?
That's not nice.
That's not nice, Raymond.
That's not nice.
No, I did hear it. It was
That's like no one's bullying.
no, the last time I did a hike, it was not good for my body. Let me
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you. All my heart.
Usually they are good for your body.
But you train now,
Mine
so
wasn't.
maybe
Opposite.
you
Yeah,
can-
now you're a CrossFitter, bro.
Yeah. Maybe now it'll be different, but we'll see.
We should do it.
Maybe we'll do it again. I'll
When we
be
do
sick.
when we do bubble soccer for Epic, are you
Mm.
gonna actually get in one of them, or are you just gonna bounce
100%,
on your
bro.
stomach?
Okay.
Good one.
Why,
I will drop you.
That
one
actually got him.
Yeah, good.
I will drop you in the bubble.
He thought about it like, oh.
That one got him angry.
He's a little
I'm
bit
sorry,
more.
I'm gonna go home. Let's wrap this up. I think I'm done.
But back to the conference
Yes.
that we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Wanna kick it off for us?
What is that segue?
It's a segue.
That is the most awkward thing you've ever done.
Thanks. It's achievement. of mine.
Salamat.
Salamat po. Kuya. Kuya ulit.
No, I was thinking about it this week. Actually, I was thinking about it today. We have a lot of conferences. Like, we go to a lot. We got leadership, which is now in April as of next year, which is going to be
That'll be good.
easier.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that'll be good, right?
Mm.
Is that gonna like stuff us around for Easter, but
Yeah.
be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, is that gonna fall on Isla's birthday?
Maybe.
You
When
mean
is the
Joseph's
leadership in
birthday?
April?
Oh yeah.
Although I think-
you share a birthday.
I think what do you call it? Isn't Easter next year is like end of March?
Yeah, it's like first week of April.
Very
Anyway,
early.
It's first week.
we're
April.
completely
Yeah,
we're running off topic again.
Anyway,
So yeah, we got a lot of conferences. We got like 4 or 5 a year. I was thinking about it. Is it just a waste of time going to conferences constantly, all the time?
I think it depends.
Should Christians be going to this many conferences? Like, we're about to give a full blast for TNS. Sign up for TNS. Make Stats life easy. Look at Goose's hat.
Please don't.
Sign up for TNS.
And the water bottle.
Yeah, look at the water bottle,
Look at Ray's jumper.
the jumper,
Oh, the wristband.
the
Oh
wristband,
wow.
or look at the 500 marketing
Yeah.
attempts that we have tried to do on our
At True North Summit.
social medias.
That was pretty funny. I will give you. I did laugh at those videos.
Thank you.
Didn't make me want to sign up, but I did laugh.
But you signed up.
I did eventually. Yes.
That's what we want
I
to hear.
forced him to.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thanks so much.
Anyway, it feels like life is like a like deja vu. We're constantly back at the same place. So, question to you: is it a waste of time to go to conferences? Goose, I'll start off with you.
I'm a bit biased. I'm going to say no. I love them. I don't go on holidays. Conferences are like a holiday to me. But
Fair shout.
yeah,
Why are you laughing? You don't go on holidays.
You.
That's you.
No, but the way he just brought in holidays and saying,
Yeah.
I only go to conferences, I don't go on holidays, I thought it was pretty funny.
yeah.
It was your delivery, that's why I laughed.
But if I was to be serious, I'm sure you guys will say the same thing, get into it, but it's time away to solely spend one-on-one time with God in the conferences, and also just being away, like when we go on camps and we usually go to places with very nice views and sceneries. You can just spend time reading your Bible away from... I said the wrong word, didn't I?
Just you saying views and scenery. I wasn't expecting that to be.
No,
No,
but
Oh.
I see your point.
it's a fair shout. It is a fair shout.
I see
Yeah.
your point.
Yeah, just time away from God. I think it's very
Come
important.
away with God.
with God, brother.
Oh, I am...
Oh,
Maybe-
come on, take
maybe-
comments.
maybe-
Come on, take comments.
I'm
Maybe you
promoting
should
the
go on
wrong thing.
holiday.
Okay.
Is it the microphone this time or
Time away with nice views, spending
With-
time with the Lord. Is that what you're saying?
We've got.
I think so.
Okay, I
Yeah,
hope so.
yeah.
All right.
But doesn't
Yeah.
it, bro? What I'm trying to say is like, yeah, you're right. It is nice to do. Like, it's good to get away. It's good to get away with God. But isn't it becoming redundant at this point? If we're
No, I
constantly
think
doing
it's needed. I think you need to spend time away for God.
it with God?
Damn.
But it's for God as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for God.
But it is
Okay,
for God.
but why? Like, if I'm constantly doing this every 2-3 months, like, isn't it redundant at that point? Like, isn't it just making, like, canceling itself out to an extent? Am I not wasting my time?
There's only for you to answer though.
Why?
Because why? What's your motive to go to the conference?
Yeah.
Is it to go and change, or is it to go just because there's going to be a hangout, or is it to go because it's just a week off because we don't go on holidays, for example?
Mm.
What's the motive behind you going to a conference? Are you going there to actually grow, to be spiritually fed, to be invested? Because a lot of the conferences that we host, a lot of the time, if we're organizing, we don't get to spend time actually getting spiritually fed.
In the
Yeah, that's our
conference, yeah.
ministry time.
Right? It's our ministry time. But like, for example, a conference like Leadership Conference, where we're going in a couple of weeks,
This week. We actually left this morning.
it's the time of the podcast, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that
We're on a plane.
I'm very confused.
don't worry.
It's part of release time.
Over here, don't worry,
Okay.
it's fine.
Anyway,
But when we go to a conference like that, for example,
Yeah.
and we're not serving, that's our time to get spiritually fed. Because like other conferences that we run, we are the ones that are not being spiritually fed in the sense we're
Yeah.
just serving, you know? So I think conferences like a leadership or ones that we're not organizing and that we're,
I love a conference when I have to do nothing.
100%.
but to just be spiritually fed. And I always
Yeah.
had it.
Like I remember the first time I think I went away to leadership. I think I had just taken over. I think it was my first year in Epic, maybe, and I had just gotten like a new role at work. We had just had Isla, and I was like burnt out to a crisp. And then like leadership came around. I told Jane like, "Hey, I need to go to this conference just to reset, relax,
Yep.
and like for me to get spiritually fed. Because like on Friday nights, obviously I'm teaching. Sunday I was doing discipleship.
Yeah.
I was in orchestra. Then sometimes I was preaching again. Like it was never my turn to get fed. But then when it comes to, for example, leadership conference at Good Shepherd, it was I'm doing nothing. I'm not in the orchestra. I'm
Yeah.
not singing. I'm not teaching. I'm doing nothing. I'm just there to get fed, and
Yeah.
that's like very refreshing.
And I think it's needed. I think if we're just spending conferences become a waste of time, in my opinion, is that if we're always just serving.
Yeah.
And I use the quotation marks in that sense because sometimes we just do it because we can get out of that meeting, or we do it because it's just so easy for us to just be outside and not want to be fed. And that's when it becomes a bit more of like a ritual and a chore. But I think conferences are needed. But to really answer the question, it's why are you going? Why are you investing your time in a conference? Are you investing your time to go to a conference like Leadership in Queensland because you just want a holiday? You want to get away and get a bit of preaching in it as well? Or are you going because I want to be spiritually fed? Whilst being spiritually fed, I get time to myself to refresh, to go and spend time, quality time with God, get things right that you may have, that you need to work on. That like those are the reasons that I would go to, like I go to a leadership conference like that because it helps me reset. And it also allows me to spend more time with God and realign the different things that I've been going through and be like, all right, God, where can I be better and help me be better and get that quality time in. But I think it has to come to the individual because the individual will only then know if it's a waste of time for them and what their real motive is to go to those conferences.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at, right? Is how does a person know whether or not they're wasting their time, right? Because we go to leadership every year, right? Like let's take on the other side. We had the ministry point of view where you're just walking out for the sake of walking out. Let's talk about me going to leadership every year. Is that not me wasting my time? You know what I mean? Like there's got to be a point where you're starting to think about the fact, am I just a person that just likes going to conferences for the hangout, or am I finding something beneficial in it?
It's like Stat said.
Yeah.
Are you getting anything out of it? If you're
Yeah.
not, then you're wasting your time.
Are you growing? Are you
At the
going to
end
these
of the
conferences? Are
day,
you growing?
it's like, where's your heart at?
Yep.
It's a heart issue. I know you hate that, that term, but it really is. Like, but even like for us when we're serving in TNS, like it's such a busy season for us. But TNS always surprises me because you could be serving and you hear that one bit of that message and you're like, wow,
Yeah, heck.
I needed
that's
that.
what I needed.
Mm.
And like that could just be it for the whole 4 days. And it make such an impact on like your next, I guess. Wow, next.
Hey,
Nice.
there it is. Very
Very
good.
There
nice.
you go.
Very good. Next is
Yeah,
our
like
theme.
your next
Ah,
steps in life, or like what you're wanting to do in ministry,
Yeah.
career, like, yeah, it just surprises you.
Because like you said, like you hear something, for example, because I know that when I was 16 and I read that at Camel After God, it was at a conference where I actually didn't listen to a sermon, but I got the opportunity to serve.
Interesting.
And I went at that conference, it was NBF, we hosted at our building. I think it was the first year we were in that building. We hosted the NBF, National Baptist Fellowship. I think I just signed up to just serve, just to help out, because I just wanted to help. But in that time, I was like, God, I want to serve you. Like, I want to be in a church where I get to serve and be part of a local church and serve you in my local church. I rededicated my life at that conference. I hadn't listened to a sermon at that conference at all, but it was the serving impact that I got to do was like, all right, I know that it's a conference and it's not an every week thing, but I want this to be an every week thing. I want this to be where I can serve God and I made a decision. Like, and I rededicated my life to God back when I was 16, 17 at the time.
Oh, well, I guess you guys have pretty much all gotten where I was trying to get at. I think it can be very easy for us to just take Christianity and just, especially us and people that listen to this podcast, they've grown up in it. You know, we're constantly around it. We're constantly doing the same thing every year. Like we always say, we can't believe it's TNS season. You know what I mean? Like it's constantly coming around. So it gets to a point where it can feel like it's becoming redundant, or it's just something we do for the sake of it. And to be straight out, I love conferences. I'm like Goose. I don't go on holidays. I go to conferences. I go hang out with people. I listen to good preaching, and then we go eat. Like that's the dream. But something that interested me today was I was like just looking to see if there was anything that YouTube had to say about it. What does YouTube say about Christian conferences? As I was just looking up thumbnails and keywords, and I came across this video where this guy made a very interesting point. He said conferences for us today are like the times when Jesus would take his disciples up the mountain and only talk to them and only have time with them. That was specifically for his followers, not for everyone else.
Mm.
I found that very interesting because anytime Jesus took them up there, one of two things was happening. It was either right after a big event or a big ministry break, or it was right before a big ministry event.
Yeah.
And the more I look at our conference seasons, and every time we do go to a conference, they're necessary because they're refresher points.
Yep.
They're refueling stations.
Yeah.
Like we have the standards every year. We have Elevate, we have Elevate Retreat, we've got TNS, we've got Leadership, and there's always one or two others that are in there, right? Well, when you look at how they're spread out, they're refresher points.
Yep.
Even if the big takeaway isn't a sermon, like Stat said.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just hanging out with people for 4 days that are of like mind, like character, and care about God and the gospel. That's not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I love Elevate Retreat, mainly because we're all in the same spot for 4 days, bantering constantly.
Yeah.
And then you get back into it. You G each other back up, and then you're ready for that final stretch for the year.
And that's like with conferences as well, when it's open up to not just your church. Like, you just get to see, like I love the open nights that we have for TNS. Like, you just see all these people, like, coming together for the same reason, and you're like, wow, like, I'm not alone in doing this. There's other people around the world, like other people in my state, in my country, that have the same passion for God and want to live for Him. Like, it encourages you so much to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. I got to experience a lot of that last year when I got to drive the bus of
You and that bus, bro.
the Faith Baptist people, mate.
You
It
and that
was
bus.
the time of my life. The fact that I didn't get to do it this year because Lord aren't coming, it's so upsetting. You have no idea. But in a time like that, I got to, like, it was refreshing for me as well because I had to spend time with Pastor Venable and his wife, and then I got to spend time with his church for 4 days, and I just got to be able to experience how they do things in a certain way, like through conversations and hangouts and everything else, and it was so refreshing. And then at the end of it, when I left, like I got a bit of encouragement from Pastor Josh, like, keep serving God, keep doing what you're doing. You're an encouragement, you're an asset to your church, and things like that. Where I may not have heard a sermon, or may not have heard a point in that conference, for example, but it was something like that would refuel me. Like, okay, it would just keep me going, and it will lead me to continue to encourage me to then keep that passion I have that I got to have with those guys back into my church. So I think conferences are like they're perfect, like you said. They're just refresher points, and I think I think they're really useful. If you're gonna go to a conference and come out of it changed, if that's your motive to go into it, it'll work 100% of the time.
I guess that's one of the reasons I'm going to miss leadership being on the week before of TNS. Because for me, it's like a G up point before we do it.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we do not sit in services at TNS. We're constantly running around. We're doing stuff. But that G up at leadership, it's like, okay, now it's our turn. Let's see what God does at that one. So no, I found it very interesting. Like I don't think we think a lot about these sides of our lives where it just becomes a routine and something that's constantly happening. So yeah, I just wanted to see what you guys thought of that. So in saying that, TNS is not a waste of time. Make sure you are there. It is next week, July 17 to 20. Get registered, get locked in, get registered for the event. It is going to be awesome. Stato's been chasing people up for registrations. He loves doing it every year.
Praise the Lord, amen. I love it so much.
That's my favorite time of year, getting Nathaniel's message.
It's
Because
a lot of people's
literally-
favorite time.
Marcus read.
Praise the Lord, brother. Thank you for your encouragement to being part of the TNS family and
Yeah,
just
wow.
being.
You
being
know
active
I'm
to
always
serve.
going to register though.
Brother, it's not about who you're always going to register. You know what it is? I just need
Yeah,
people.
you know what? Can you tell the people? Because I actually feel sorry for him this year.
I don't.
I
I never will.
See,
Let me
I
tell
do.
you, I registered on the day only because Jacqui got upset with me. Even when I told her,
literally,
Respect.
I said,
even when I told her, I
Nathaniel's
said,
been
listen,
sending you messages. Register.
I go, but I
Thank
do
you.
this to him every year. He knows by now that I think you gave me a warning. You said, hey, FYI, you're going to get a message soon.
Oh.
And that was from the goodness of my heart.
Yeah.
A warning. What are you warning him with? What are you going to do to him?
Listen,
I was gonna kill him.
me and Jordan have this thing where every time Stat sends us a message, we tell him to get lost. Like, we're not signing up. Leave us alone. We don't want to hear it.
It's fun when it starts off as 2 people and then he becomes 35.
Yeah.
The thing with it, I think it's the thing that gets me is I don't need people registering the second I text them. I need people to just give me an answer of when they can register, or if they can't afford it, or if there is a situation where we can be of assistance. I just need an answer. I don't get an answer from you. You jerk.
Zero response.
I get nothing. And then when I go to follow him up, he's like, bro, relax, I'm going to do it. Don't tell me to relax, you're going to do it. Just do it. How about that? But lucky I got Jacqui to come in and be like, hurry up and sign up and get onto it.
I like seeing those numbers go up.
You know what I
Whenever
mean?
we get those updates.
Plus,
Me too.
then we're able to tell the team it's because of the marketing.
Yeah, not the fact that I've texted
No,
every
no, no, no.
individual.
Yeah, can we
I'd
tell
love
people?
to
Can
see
we tell
Stats
people
phone
to
bill
start
around
registering on
TNS time.
Wednesdays?
Cuz.
Can we tell people to register on Wednesdays?
Can you send out the text message on
Right
Wednesday?
after we put up the
No problem.
promos.
No problem. Whatever you want. No problem. As long as everyone is
Have you
happy
registered,
and the Lord
Goose?
gets the glory.
Yeah.
Praise
I
God.
didn't
Have you
have to
registered?
text him. No.
Oh.
No, actually, I think the first year I was doing text, I hadn't registered. And I told everyone to register. And I blatantly lied to them. I was like, of course I registered. What are you, crazy? And then I went and registered. First year. Learned that the hard way. But now I'm staff, so it's all good.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I think that for me, it's just give me a response.
that in, just so that it can be there.
I'm
I
staff.
noticed that on the numbers as well. When we looked at last year's numbers, it said 6 staff. Now it says 7.
It says that because I'm staff.
He snuck himself in.
My tag says staff.
Have you
can't
not
take
been
it away
getting
from
a
me.
staff tag?
No.
Nah, last year I did.
Okay.
Last year said staff. It's
Did you?
because yeah,
That's my
cuz-
book.
serious. I think everyone was red or something. I was black or staff, guys. You know, staff. I'm the best. Whatever. Launch. You know. But if I just get a response of what your intentions are, like if Jeremy texted me and said I'm signing up the day before and I can't sign up earlier, no problem. I'll never speak to you again in life.
Yeah,
What about TNS
fair,
in
fair,
life till the
fair.
day before,
Fair.
and then I'm gonna hammer you, say, hurry up and register
Fair.
you imbecile. Give me a response. I get a response, and then I don't have to talk to that person.
I do. I tell you, leave me alone.
But that's not
You
the
s- you
response I
send
need.
me a
you
message.
imbecile.
Please.
That's not the response I'm
TNS.
talking about.
So I respond, leave me alone.
But it doesn't work like
But I
that.
responded. You said
I'll
you want
ta-
me to
okay.
respond, and I
But the
responded.
response, I said the response I require. I'm doing this for the Lord. I'm doing this for the Lord. But the response I require, had it this out, is your intention for the conference. Not leave me alone. Not haha. Not thanks, pal, and give me like a classic thumbs up.
Yeah.
Because you can take that thumb with the thumb goes right.
One of my favorites was what's TNS. That was a very good response.
Who said
sent
that?
to you?
I don't know, bro. But someone said
That's
what's
very
TNS.
That's crazy.
That's very good. Listen, the reason I feel sorry for him, well, I understand his pain now, is last year he couldn't host Origin, so I decided to host it here. So he came over, he gave me all the numbers and the list of people that he invites. You invite like 100 people, bro. It's a lot of people.
120. This year was 130 people. I'd say.
crazy.
So he invites a lot of
Yeah,
people,
wow.
okay?
I didn't reply. To
And
your
I
message.
expected...
I didn't text you.
Hold on. I
for Origin.
Oh, for Origin, yeah, that's
Yeah.
I don't care.
I-
Yeah, I never text Joseph for Origin.
I expected 50% response. Yes, no, thanks for the invite, something. 14 text messages back. And I looked at this, I go, is this what this guy deals
You
with?
sent out text messages?
Sorry?
You sent out text messages?
Last year.
I didn't get one.
I didn't get one.
Yes, you did. You were here.
Did you get one?
No, I wasn't here.
I think so.
I mean,
Origin.
I didn't ever
We weren't
think I
even
wasn't
there for
invited.
Origin.
I just didn't get a message.
No, last year's Origin, I think we were away.
We were at Ben's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that was
Because you were the
right.
pastors.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had
You
the,
were there.
No, I wasn't.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you
you
picked up
came
the
for a
boys.
little bit.
Yeah, the boy. Huh?
You came for a
Yeah, I
little bit.
came before to take the boys with us to here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Either way, I saw how people treat these texts. Bro, I feel so sorry for you. What a
It's
job.
like us trying to get registrations for epic events.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Difference is
see?
he does nothing.
That's true. That's also true.
He sits. No, not nothing. For the registration side of it.
Ah,
just
look
texts
who's
me.
upset now,
He
huh?
just calls me.
Wow,
No.
turntables.
How many do we have? Okay, do I need to do anything? No, we're good. Like, no. You do a lot for the events. Just the registration. No, not that. I was about to lose my.
Right.
I was about to lose my
get
spot in
fired.
Epic.
Double in paradise.
I was about to lose my spot in Epic just there.
I'm
I
shaking.
know that.
No, we got like 23 or something like that right now.
Oh.
So we're decent.
If they just like, that's all it is. If you stop with the intention, that's it. I don't need to speak to you.
Next time I will. Where's the next one? Elevate Retreat's going to
And very true. And you know the beauty of it all is that the second TNS finishes, it's like a KPI that I have to text at the Monday. So I didn't get to like take a couple of days to be like, all right, Lord, I did this for you, even though I was super angry and I didn't want to borrow of it. I have to go. I guess what? Boom, elevate retreat. And then a cop, leave me alone. Don't talk to me ever again.
What's elevate
I'll
retreat?
block your number. What's elevate retreat?
When are the dates?
When are the dates?
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Hang on.
That's a big one.
I will not name them. Lord.
Name-
Name them for us, and then Joseph will bleep it
Yeah,
out.
name them.
It won't beep it out. You know what I don't understand? Because my text as well is
I
very
know
detailed.
exactly.
This is my favorite segment
Yeah,
we've ever
yeah.
done, by the way.
My texts are very detailed.
They are.
Yeah,
read
I
one?
tucked in like 3 links.
Yeah, yeah,
of what,
yeah.
for merch, for bowling, and for the conference.
Mm.
And people have the audacity to say, "Hey, when's the conference?"
If-
Or "Hey,
if
when's
a
this?"
text-
scroll. You know what I respond? I go scroll up. I'm not texting you. Scroll up, and you.
It's a long message.
Yeah, but that's because
right here.
when a message is more than 3 lines, people don't usually read it.
And then, as you
Especially
can
when
see,
it's full of
as
words
you
that
can
I read
see,
it, that's why.
there's, nothing. And then,
That's what it
he-
is.
And then I asked a question. I like this one. Hey, Jeremy, we haven't heard from you in regards to TNS. I need a response from you to know if you're coming. What
Because
part of
if,
the,
and let me tell you, do you know why it's so clean and so nice?
what part?
Because
of
if
the,
it wasn't for the word, it's just bad words. That's why. It has
but
to be
my
like
favorite
very
part
nice.
was this. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Reply. I have a question. Nathaniel, reply. Here we go. Ask away. Me. Can you stop messaging me? Question mark.
You know what? Fair shout. It's a question.
It is a
Nathaniel,
question.
reply. Can you register? And then he responded, I ask the questions.
I just, do you understand? I look and I know that it brings joy to others.
Don't say
The
you have any
rage.
questions. Please let me know if you
About
need it.
TNS, not about life. It's just about TNS.
How
At the-
far
at
away
the
are the
bottom
stars?
At the bottom of the text, do you do that to opt out of getting these
You
messages?
should.
I did one time say that.
No, he actually did.
I
say
did
that
one
once.
time say that. I said, I reply, stop, please unsubscribe.
Yeah, people message me all the time say unsubscribe.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Poor
and
Nathaniel.
I tell them, no, guys, you did that on the YouTube channel.
I want to know what
We're
people,
very close to 1,400. Please
Very
subscribe. We're like 9 away.
I want to know what people are thinking when we started off by saying, "Oh, these conferences are a time away
I
from
genuinely
God."
thought you were going to go down the route that you hate conferences. That was the,
No,
that
I
was
love
the
them.
part I thought you were going there.
Yeah, see what I did there? A little
Oh,
bit of
that's
a tricky,
crazy.
tricky.
I love conferences.
I don't have friends.
love conferences.
At conferences, I force people to be my friend. Okay?
No, I'm just saying, like the vibe you were going down. I was like, I wonder what vibe.
I feel like my role in the church is just to take money off people.
Oh, you're like
You're
a tax collector.
Matthew.
Wow.
Yeah.
We just become best
We
friends.
did. What's my kid's
nice.
name?
Judas.
To be fair, Judas did take money from people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
So
Not wrong.
I feel like it's just that's what it is.
Judas took money from people.
What?
What?
Yeah, like 40 silver or
You
something.
called Judas.
Yeah, not the first time.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
family.
Yeah, my jiddu once called him Judas.
Once?
Once a day. Once a day.
All right, Yahud, I'll take it easy.
Anyway, but yeah, like there's no like it's. I feel like it's the most grueling 6 months.
Mm.
And then people say to me, "Hey, like, why are the numbers so low?" With all
I wish we had an uncut version of this podcast.
Cuz. Oh, Patreon. Patreon.
I was thinking
Where Jacqui is our only subscriber.
maybe we should have someone more likable taking the money, but who's more likable than Stat?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, but
We
for
should
real,
get
who
Goose to
else
do it.
would do the job?
No, I'm not likable.
You know the sad part of it all is I say, "All right, guys, it's my last year," and then they laugh at me.
Yeah, we do. Every
They
meeting.
laugh at me and they go, "We'll see you next year." I go, no.
You literally said it was going to be your last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah. And
No, this is my retirement.
It's my retirement tour. Yeah, this is my last one, like John Cena.
retirement tour.
Yeah, this is my last one. And then they
I'll
laugh.
see you next year.
And then I said to Mark last year, like we had our like elevate lunch, and I go, "Mark, but I should let you know, man, like dead serious. I'm not doing it again. Like I'm done." And then he laughed at me, and I laughed at him, and here I am back again doing TNS registration. Like it's just
But you know, you're so good at it, Stat.
I'm not good
and
at
not
it.
just that, like last year, I needed help with registrations for something. I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been Eastgate, and I asked for your help, and you were so willing, and you were so like kind.
I mean, I do it for 2 things anyway. I might as well
God
just
bless
add
you,
a.
brother.
You know what I mean?
Would you like to do registrations for Epic Camp?
Cuz.
You should just be like the registration person.
Yeah.
Do you know that
Yeah.
actually they asked me to do it, and I thought about it. I thought, you know what? Yes, and then I realized that it's actually an all year round ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every event,
Every
every
event.
There's so many
conference is
things
that.
that we have to
If
sign
I have
up
to
for.
text for every, Cause
Faith will have to start paying for Stats phone bill.
I was gonna say,
I want a petrol card. That's all I want.
thank
I want
God,
a petrol card.
thank God, credits
you don't drive to
unlimited.
get registrations.
He's going house to house, getting
You
signatures.
go house to house, I'll pay for your
Jehovah's
fuel.
Witness. Jehovah's Witness?
Do it.
Jehovah's
Oh, stat!
Witness.
Imagine you
I
still,
pay for fuel. That's all I got from that. I don't care about anything else.
imagine you still have to pay for credit.
Cuz.
How much credit would you use?
Oh,
You know, I asked someone. I asked one of the teens recently. They don't know what credit is.
I had someone. I
Crazy.
told someone, if you need anything, give me a call because I don't have credit, and I'm like, "Are you 12?
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
who
Is
still
this
has credit?
Prepaid?
Is this
2005?
Yeah, it's cheaper to get like a normal plan now.
Yeah,
than
it's
it
so
is
much
to get
cheaper
credit.
to get unlimited everything.
Bro, you can get a plan for like $20.
I remember it was like $30
It's 2
credit.
gigs. Yeah.
Do you know
It's
about
also
you know
credit.
with text, like, especially around TNS time? My Telstra bill when I used to get paper before they started charging me $25 a month for paper, was like 70, 80 pages.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
My dad used to give me $20 credit on a Vodafone prepaid SIM and say that's going to last you 365 days. That was my credit
What?
for the year.
How much?
365 because the
How much was the dollar amount?
20.
Cuz.
That
Yeah.
is what?
So like
No, that's
That's
wild.
one
Ray
text
has to
message.
really think about who am I
no,
gonna
so you
get?
know what I would
Calls, a lot
do?
of
You know what I would do because calls would count into the credit.
That's TNS.
So I would call, but then I would hang up, so
That's
they
a
would have to
DM.
call me back.
Mate.
And then
There we
that's
go,
when
yeah.
I started doing the cheapy texts like you and like just shortening everything
Yeah.
because I had to count every character.
I remember there was one
I
year.
had to ration that credit.
I remember there was one year, because my phone's with main. This is back when I first were getting phones. Anyway, still in high school. My dad came home with like a stack this big, and it was my telephone bill,
Oh no way!
right? And
Who
it
you
was
texting?
like it was Nathaniel.
It was TNS.
It was
From when I was 13 years old.
It was
Was
literally stats.
Pre-TNS.
Like, I just went to my dad's like, "Who are you texting?" Because I was
so
on
cute.
credit back then.
Yeah.
He was like, "Who are you texting?" It was Nathaniel's number. Like,
Here's my
for, like,
number.
all those pages. It
Do you
was so
remember those
funny.
days when you would see how many texts you sent
Yeah.
out? I think the
That's
biggest one I
crazy.
ever had for a month was like 800 texts.
Do you remember we used to do the three-way calls, me, you, and Jono?
Yeah, bro.
I used to get in so much trouble when the phone bill
Oh,
came.
yeah.
We'd be 3 hours. We wouldn't talk. It'd just be 3 hours. We're doing other things.
Yeah, yeah. We'd put our phone down and just walk away.
Yeah.
Walk
Basically
away,
what
whatever.
we do now.
We've got unlimited time. Just put it down.
Yeah.
Wow, what a trio.
What a time.
What a time. But we love conferences and we
Yes.
get people
And
registered
we love
because we
Nathaniel
love the look.
chasing us for
And
registrations.
please come to
Register.
TNS. We'd love to
Yes.
see you there.
Yeah, register for TNS. It's good.
It'd be a great
And
conference.
get
Going
phone
bowling
plans.
this year.
Sorry?
Just saying, get phone plans. Don't
Also
use
true.
credit.
Yeah, yep. Get unlimited.
Do you know what's coming back?
Credit.
No, not credit. Home phones.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as in the like. I'm not joking. Like on TikTok and Insta, that all these teens are coming up with this great idea to reach anyone from the family. They should have one phone that sits in the house so that you can call anyone
They
in the
think
family.
they came up with that idea.
Like they're thinking this is a genius plan, and so now
Crazy.
phone companies are starting to release home phone plans again, and
I have
people
a
are
home
buying
phone
them.
plan, but I don't have a home phone. It
I've
came,
still
with
got a
my,
home
it
phone.
came with my internet plan.
We have a home.
Do you
phone.
pay for it?
No, it came with the internet plan.
It's part of the plan.
It was
yeah.
part of the plan, and but
What's
I
our
never.
number?
I have no idea.
But yeah, like they're
I still
thinking
remember
this. Is
my-
they're
the
thinking
number.
this is a big thing now.
When I was a kid, 95438032.
Yeah.
wanted to get the-
975000871.
4626.
Can you still call those
16.
numbers?
Yeah.
Let's try. I wonder what happens if I ring.
Put it
Yeah.
next to the mic.
If we do that. What if it's
If your
like
dad picks up.
95438032?
Cause that'd be
It's
crazy.
still,
Jeremy,
it's
what do you
still
want?
in my phone as home.
Yeah, Jeremy, why are you calling?
Home's where the heart is. Yes, that's it.
Goose, what was yours?
0422879242. It's in Punch Bowl.
Your home phone number.
Mine was
not your mobile number.
96222346.
Your mobile number.
And now people are gonna call you.
Oh no.
Imagine the home phone's ringing at home, and my parents are like, "Why is Jeremy ringing the home phone?" I don't think anyone's going to answer.
All right.
No,
But I'm curious to know
Hang
what
that
the
one
message
up, mobile
tone is.
number.
Hang on.
live.
No. All right, try
Live.
4621
4621
4616.
4616.
But you have to actually have the phone at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're checking to see if it's been relocated.
Oh, right.
I can't believe it's still ringing. Okay, what's your one?
No, don't call. Don't call. So don't call. Don't call.
Wait, is that still?
Okay.
They got
That's
a fax
annoying.
machine.
Yeah.
What is yours still active?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know yours was.
Yeah, we're not going to call them.
Don't call.
We're definitely not going to call. We're definitely not going to call. Yeah, let's move forward. They're not going to call. You watch your and when I asked Goose again, because when I asked you for your home phone, you gave me your mobile number and you told everyone your mobile number. You imbecile. So and then when I asked you that's your mobile and you said what are we talking about? What's your home phone number?
I think it's 97862244.
All right. Give it
Did
a
I
buzz
give
through.
my mobile again?
Yeah, ring it.
Give it a buzz through.
Ring it. Not your mobile,
He
the
doesn't
home
have
number.
credit.
My favorite was
You know
my
what?
favorite was when I used to ring my grandma, my nan, and she would answer, "Hello, Seenies," and it'd be the funniest thing. That's how she used to answer the phone.
That sounds like a voicemail.
Jacqui, what was
No, that's what you would answer, and that's how she would. And I'm like, "Hey, nan," she's like, "Oh, hi, Jeremy." That's how she would every time you rang.
That's commitment.
that?
Yeah.
That's your nan's impression.
That's my nan's impression.
That's your nan impression. Nice. Jacqui, what was your home phone number? Did it start with like +1 or something?
That's America.
Oh, is it?
What's
Philippines?
Filipino? Like plus.
Did you pick up the phone? Oh,
That's what
salamat.
Is it +1?
And then you
Salamat.
just in the background, ni pa, where? Like, you know, in the background? Karaoke.
We should do a karaoke, have a chat one day.
No.
Yes. Yes.
You know, I had a dream the other night that Ryan was
Rocket.
getting ready to sing a special item with like 2 of the boys,
Mm.
and he was getting ready to go up to sing, and then he just lost his voice randomly, and so he looked at me. He goes, "Ray, none of the boys can do it. You need to do it. You're the only one that knows the song."
Wow.
So I got up, and it was my moment.
Wow.
Yeah,
Was it like good in your dream?
I think so, but then I woke up like full anxiety because as much as I joke about it, there is nothing I would want to do less than sing in front of the church.
I don't think I've
Crazy.
ever had a dream.
I had a similar dream. Yeah, Ryan gave me a solo, and then when I was about to start, he interrupted me and kicked me off, and then I was bed.
We're trying to still get Goose a solo.
I have nightmares
Yeah.
about preaching.
Do you?
Yeah, like if I'm rostered on to preach, like that week, I'll have a dream that like I've forgotten,
Yes.
and then I get to church,
Yes.
and my dad's like, "All right, Jeremy,
Yeah,
come to preach it," and
Yeah.
I have nothing,
Yeah.
Yep.
and like I'm in the
Yeah.
back room
I have the
trying
same
to find
dream.
something.
Yeah.
Are you the
You know
same
what's
person?
worse than the dream? You know what's worse
Literally.
than the dream? That actually happening to you.
No, I would.
Do you remember that happened to me in Elevate?
When did that
Do
happen?
you remember that?
I remember that.
I was scheduled for the week after, but
Yes, I
was
remember.
scheduled for that
yes.
week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was the one day your dad decided to come in and check out Elevate. This is like 5-6 years ago.
This is when we used to have it on like Wednesday nights.
No,
No.
this was before that.
Okay.
Before the
Yeah,
switch.
before that.
Anyway, so Benji goes, okay, so Ray's going to share a devotion with us tonight.
You're like,
I
no,
go,
I'm not.
no, I'm not. He goes, what do you mean? I go, I'm scheduled for next week. He goes, no, you're scheduled for I go, Ben, I'm scheduled for next. And this is in front of everyone. Like, we're across each other in this circle. And Pastor's just sitting there. I'm like, okay, let's take our Bibles. I opened up to some random passage that I was reading.
Yeah.
I opened up to like Genesis 40. I preached for a solid 7 minutes. And
I
then
think I remember that. It was like the
That's
shortest.
the outlaws law.
Amen.
And then Pastor Mance, the psychopath that he is, in that time wrote a message out of my Bible reading
Yeah.
and then preached the message after that.
Right.
Wow.
My-
From the
guy.
same
He saved you.
how do you do that? 3 points in 7 minutes.
Is it my-
That's crazy.
No worries.
when I was at Bible college, we had Dr. Getch always ran chapel.
Yeah.
And every chapel service, he would get up after the preacher preached and he would give like a summary. Sometimes his 3-minute summary was better than the 50 minutes that I had just heard.
Oh, 100%.
Like he just made it so much more clearer, straight to the point. And I was like, "Right, this is the best sermon we've
It's
ever
just
heard."
unbelievable how they do it, bro. I don't know how they do it. Like I see your dad's notes.
Yeah.
I see Pastor's notes. It's ridiculous.
I look. Well, sometimes on Saturdays we'll go there like for dinner, and he's studying. I look at his notes. I'm like, "That's all you have?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "There's no way."
45 minutes.
I tried it once. Once I tried it. I go, "All right, I'm going to abbreviate my thing."
Yeah.
I get up to preach. I look at the line, and I had no idea what I had to talk about.
You know the only
I
place,
just looked at it,
yeah.
and I was like, "Skip that point," because I got no idea.
You know the only place I do it now is Epic. Like I can do a 3-point, like just 1, 2, 3, done.
Yeah.
Epic, I don't know why it's easier there, but how he does it in front of a conference,
know how they do it.
nuts.
Crazy.
Did
Hey.
Ryan ever tell you the time I stole his sermon?
No,
Okay, so Ryan was doing the sermon course.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
And he was asked to do a sermon on a passage, and he was like, he goes, "I've just got no idea." Anyway, I can't remember whether we went to the mum and dad's house or he came over.
He was over. at
He
us.
came over, and he was like, "Bro, can you help me?" I go, "Yeah, no worries." So I went, found some
I'm
books in
pretty
my
sure
library.
you said, "Come over, I'll help you."
Yeah,
with your
he was
sermon."
messaging me like, "Bro, I'm struggling with my sermon." And I go, "Come over, I'll help you." He goes, "I'm mad." Anyway, so we sit down and give him some like books that I had taken from college. he was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is a really good sermon. I go, I'm going to use it. Anyway, like 3 weeks later, I preached the sermon.
He's sitting there like,
And he's sitting there going,
that's mine.
that's mine. I told Ryan, I said, no, it wasn't. I go, I helped you. I said, I'm going to preach it. And then I preached it like 3 weeks later. And he's got very upset with me that I preached his outline.
You're a dog, bro.
That I helped him
That's
with.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you think that's a fair shout?
that's fantastic. Play on.
Yeah.
Hey, 6 again. No, that's beautiful.
Every time I preach, someone will come up to me. Is that your first time preaching? Praise God. Yeah, it is.
Cousin, I got welcomed to our church a few weeks
Yeah,
ago.
me
You're
too.
fine, all right?
What do you mean you
What
got
do you mean you
welcome
got
to
welcome?
Yeah, I got welcome.
Oh, yeah.
By the
Yeah.
greeters at the door.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Is it
Nah,
your first
stop.
day?
Oh,
Welcome.
what about the time
Do you have a gift bag?
we were in Mudgee and I greeted
Did you have a gift bag?
Yeah, I've gotten that.
Remember?
Like, yeah, pass it.
Yeah,
Pass it over.
The Ong
Yeah.
family.
Oh,
Okay.
that was bad.
Talking about greeting, right? Remember we did that Mudgee outreach?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were just hanging out at the park and saw these two.
You know, it was like a community event, whatever we
community
did.
event. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
The
there was
sausage
like
sizzle was great.
two kids kind of just like, I say they were teenagers, kind of like hanging out, kind of on the outer, like, oh, and I was like, oh, like, you guys can come grab a sausage sizzle. It was the Ongs.
No.
It was their kids, and
No.
I didn't realize until I saw them at church the next week.
Oh.
And I told Jacqui, I'm like, I full thought they were like guests, and was like encouraging them to take part in the event, and they come to our church.
way.
Jez, there was a TNS event at Luna Park ages ago, and we were with I was about to say South Park, with Southland,
Yeah.
and do you remember this, Jacqui? And I go up to a Filipino guy, I give him a hug. I go, bro, I miss you. Good to see ya. I go to Jacqui, I go, man, I love that guy. She goes, I've never seen that guy in my life. He did not go to the church. I don't know who he was. I gave some stranger a big hug.
Bro,
I said I love him.
Joseph knows all about that.
Joseph
on
did that the
Friday
other
night.
night.
Joseph, I witnessed that.
Bro, you
I-
don't know about this?
So I walked into this shawarma shop in Fairfield, and everyone from church is there, and I see this guy in the line. I'm like, that looks like our friend Jimmy, and Jimmy's sitting right next to him where he's standing.
Behind him, right
Yeah.
behind him.
So I go up to Jez, who was in the line. I go, bro, turned around. That guy looks like Jimmy. He goes, bro, it does. Not even 5 seconds later, as I'm in the line, I see Joseph walk in. Go up to that guy. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? And the guy looks at him and he goes, oh, sorry.
No way.
Random bloke. And it was awkward because they had both just gone to the restaurant, so they were in eye line the entire
No,
time.
no. That's
Oh,
wild.
that's so funny.
That's wild. If I get welcome to my own church again, that mate, they go, oh, welcome to Faith Baptist. And I'll go, who are you? I said that once. I go, I'm sorry, who are you? I don't know who you are. And then they're like, and then I'll talk to like
They'll
the
say
the
the
leader.
same thing. They'll say, we don't know
Yeah,
who you
exactly
Yeah,
right.
and,
Go
I'm,
get the
and then
gift
I'll
bag.
just be like, no worries. And then I'll go speak to the head of the greeting ministry. I'm like, mate, what's going on here? Like, we got a. They're like, oh, they've been here for like a year and a half. A year and a half? Like, a year and a half.
Isn't that crazy? Like our church has grown that much that there's some people that you're like,
That's
Who's
like
that?
me when I walk into Elevate. I'm like, who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
wild.
I have no idea
We're
who
massive,
half
bro. Thank God.
the Elevate people are, which is a good, very
yeah,
good thing.
it's such a good
It's a great
thing,
thing.
though.
Yeah.
Don't welcome me to my own church. That's the only
That
beef
was
I have.
like the one time on Christmas Day that JJ's dad, we passed in the front door. I shook his hand. Hey, how are you? He said, hi, I'm James. And then walked off. And I was like,
I love that guy.
okay,
bro.
cool.
Love that guy. He's the best.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another episode of Have a Chat with Ray and Stat. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. If you've been missing videos, that's probably why. And help us get to 1,400. We are nearly there. Go watch League Chat. Go watch Tell Me More. Talk to me. Do all that nice stuff because you know how it is. It
We
just
should do a
helps us get
competition.
more on
Who's
the board.
1,400 subscriber.
Stop
get
with
a
your
free,
competition.
They get a free
Stop
Patreon
with your-
subscription.
Yeah.
We should give him a $100 gift card that we didn't give to Andrew.
Yeah. We got to give that to him, bro.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Thank you guys so much, guys. Thank you for joining us. Follow them on all of their social medias. We'll see you next time.
Laters.
See ya.
Ooh.
Oh, that was funny.
That was the most unhinged